Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's team call. Okay, take it away, Amy. What were you saying?
So I was talking to Tammy earlier and I was telling her about a meeting that I had tonight that I was going to. And it's from a networking group that I joined a couple of years ago. I think networking is incredibly important. I did it for my interior design business from a different group. And now I'm in a group that I do, that I'm a part of for Arbonne. But what's so interesting is when you start meeting with people, obviously other things that are important in your life come up, and interior design has come up several times. So there's been multiple times, two times actually, where I've met with people, the same person, about Arbonne and interior design. So whether it's being a nurse or selling furniture or being a designer, Beverly, I'm not sure if there's something else that you do, but there's always ways that you can incorporate your businesses, another business to help you with your Arbonne business. So tonight I met with this really nice girl that moved here recently from Seattle for her husband's job. And I'm in my networking group because of Arbonne, but interior design came up. And she texted me yesterday and said, "Can you come over and share the 30 days with my husband?" And we have we were looking for some ideas for the first floor since they recently moved into this house, to decorate their house. So I was over there for a couple hours. The first hour was probably the first hour and 15 minutes was interior design. And the last 45 minutes was going over the 30 days to healthy living. So, and it was from this networking group. And and like I said, I have another client who's someone who's now a consultant, and I've also helped her with some design stuff in her house. So both from this networking group. So networking is important. I think it's great, and I think everyone should do it. That's it.
And so, two questions. One, how do
Yep.
you find these groups? And two, can you share about the attorney today, too?
Oh yeah, forgot. Yeah. So this networking group, it's a women's networking group, and I found it online. The first networking group that I was in is called BNI, and some of you guys may be familiar with that. It's a group that's all over the country. It's in multiple countries. Um, very different from Inforum, which is the group that I'm a part of now. And when I left BNI, I left it because I really wanted to be able to be in a group where I could talk about Arbonne, and I couldn't do that in that particular group. So I was looking for something else, and just looking around online, I just stumbled across it. I'd never heard of it, didn't know anybody that was a member, and I went to a meeting to check it out and joined not long after, and I love it. I think it's great. I'm going to an event they have tomorrow evening that happens to be a free event. So I decided I would go because I can and because it's free. So why not, right? Um, it's one of those things, if you take advantage, if you utilize a group, whatever group that it is, you will get something from it. But I truly believe, and it's been my experience, it takes time. You can't necessarily expect to go day one and, you know, be swarmed with people. People, like with everything, need to know, like, and trust you. They really need to get to know you. And going to a group and being regular, a regular, says something about how important it is to you, and people will trust you and they'll want to get to know you and learn more about what you're doing.
Love it.
Um, so then there was an attorney who was at this group on Wednesday. She's never been to Inform before. She came to visit. She's an in-house attorney for Ernst and Young, and she mentioned that she's wanting to get pregnant sometime in the near future. She's wanting a different job. So I had taken a sample pack with me, which I've never done before. I asked when I did my little talk if anybody wanted it. Of course, nobody responded to me, but it's okay. I just kept it out on the counter. And when we were done with our group, she and I just kind of started chatting, and she was like, my husband's really into that kind of stuff. I said, "Would you like this? Do you want to take it home?" She's like, "Yeah, sure. He'll try it. He's really into reading labels." And so we got to talking, and I was asking her how I could help her because I know that she's looking for a new job and what she was looking for. And then, she kind of told me, and I said, "Have you ever thought about doing something like this? You mentioned that you want to have a baby sometime in the near future." She had told us in the meeting that she works sometimes 60 hours a week, sometimes till 8, 11 o'clock at night. She's like, "Well, I don't know. I really never thought about it. I'd really have to think about it." I said, "Well, would you want to get together? We can meet for coffee." So we've been texting since then, and we're supposed to meet on Friday. So who knows where it'll go, but I don't know. It's all from that informed networking group.
Isn't that
So
awesome though? I
That's
just
great.
applaud you, Amy,
thank you.
because she just got right in there and said, did you say, well, do you want to be working 60 hours a week when you have a baby? And the lady was like, well, no. I
Right.
love that.
You know
like,
what?
went right in.
I tell you what, these meetings are on Wednesday mornings, and I always get on those Road to Region calls, and I swear there's something about those Road to Region calls. It kind of gets you fired up, and I was like, ooh. And we were talking about, are you asking people? And I thought, I'm going to go to that meeting. I'm going to find somebody to ask. So.
And the thing is, no matter what anybody says, when you ask, the seed gets planted. You might have to ask 55 times. It's okay.
Right.
But that seed.
I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah.
So always just like picture that, like whatever their response is, because most people are like, they just resist. But the seed goes in.
Well, yes. And the first thing she said to me was, she goes, I don't think I know enough people. And I said, you know what? We all think that. Everybody thinks that. But, and then we just talked about different ways that she does know a lot of people. She would know enough. But that immediately.
Group. So that's kind
of. Right. I'm like, look where we are. This is to meet new people. Hello. But it's like immediately she came out with that, oh, I don't know enough people. It was like right off the bat, that was the first thing so.
Love it.
Anyway.
Thank you. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
So does anyone else have something they want to share? Like a win or an objection that came up?
No, it can't be anything.
I know Bev has been dealing with cost objections, which as I shared with her, I just, whatever the objection is, just say, I hear you. Oh my goodness, I totally understand. Like just align with them, agree with whatever they're saying. And even if it's like, oh my goodness, I hate this stuff. I hear you. Just agree with whatever they say, because it's disarming and it's like you're on their side now. But anyway, so Bev has been getting the cost of, which I get it too. I was just doing this yesterday, a back and forth with someone who had a cost objection, and I just asked, oh, okay, I totally understand. I hear you. I felt that way too. May I just ask you, how many times a week do you eat out for lunch? Because I know this guy is a realtor and stuff, and so then they'll tell you, or how many times a week do you purchase coffee or purchase a beverage? So just let them tell you, okay, so is it fair to say that's about $80 a week that you're spending in lunches and drinks, coffee or soda or whatever, iced tea. And yes, so it's like you're kind of walking, okay, so that's about what is that, $360 a month that you're paying for lunches and drinks. That's it. That isn't breakfast. That isn't, a detox. That isn't your digestion. That isn't, all these things that Arbonne has. So when you do it that way, you could say, what I find is that most people actually save money, doing this plan, because you're replacing those, eating out or those drinks with Arbonne. Plus you're getting a cleanse. Plus you're getting tea, the fiber, the digestion support and everything else. So kind of, you have to kind of unpack it, but in a really nice way, just like I totally get it. I felt the same way. Oh my goodness, this is what we found. So I just think it's great. We're going to get that until the end of time. So we just have to be able to smile and, move forward. And it might not even be the cost that's the real objection. That might just be the beginning of something else, that's really behind that. So,
I think they talk about cost to sidestep the commitment issue.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And that's great. So if you get through the cost and they're like, yeah, that makes sense. And then you could just say, hey, so tell me, what is holding you back? Forward, what's holding you back from moving forward with this, and then address that. Like, I hear you, I totally get it. This is what I found. So yeah, it's okay. I think that's just a natural part of being a human being. In order to believe fully, one must have doubt first. You have to get through those objections. So just honor that person by really listening and validating. And if they come up with a question you don't know, say, oh my goodness, you know what? Now I'm going to learn too. Let me.
Yeah, I did that last night.
Pause, and I'm going to find out, and I'm going to learn this too. Thank you for asking me. So just validate everything they're saying, because you know what? Like Amy says, that builds trust, and that people are going to draw near you, not like be defensive and want to get away from you. So that's all good. So anybody else have something to add to that, or?
No.
All right. Well, I wanted to ask, so Thursday, I don't have anything going on, and I was wondering it's close week. So I wanted to just touch on some things we could do for close week. But I was thinking, I could do I would offer to do a Facebook Live, like on the 30 days and a little bit about the business, or we could do the 30 and 30, 30 days and 30 minutes, where it's just, people are having to read posts, that kind of stuff online. What do you think? Would you want to do something as a team?
I think that'd be nice, because I have a nice short day that day too. I'm only working from 11:30 to 5. So I feel like I'll have time in the morning to do things and get ready for stuff, and then I'll come home and maybe I can snag some people at work. Be like, hey,
okay.
I know you're going home, but
do you think it's better to do a live video, or just would you rather? And the video has to be 30 minutes. So that's my Scouts Honor promise. It won't go over that.
Mm-hmm. I think that would work out, because then they can see you if you did the 30 days, and not just see posts, but see a person, you actually speaking about it.
That's what I mean. I mean, we've done the other or at least I've been part of those for a little while. So I was just thinking of doing, something different, and then we can go back to that. We'll just keep going
switching it up, because some people who do the posts, they get it, but then they want more informative things like you speaking. It might connect even more. It just planted seeds, and now the connection. Because sometimes people have to see more than one time to get the full grasp of it.
I heard someone do a 30-minute talk today. I was listening to an old recording, and it was awesome. I'm like, oh, how you just get inspired again? And really, she just spent time, and this is something we sort of just, casually brush over. She spent time unpacking the foods that were not, including in the 30 days. So she spent time on gluten and artificial sweeteners and, dairy and potatoes and high fructose corn syrup and whatever. I mean, she just went through all these things and why. So then she added in the 5 key principles while she was talking about the foods that were exchanging in the plan. So it was brilliant, because it was just really personal that way. Like, yeah, I can relate to that, because these are all things that I was eating before too. So, anyway, and then she went through the Arbonne products, and it was just, I thought it was a really, I don't know, it was simple, but it was really good content. So it got me inspired. Okay, well, do you think 8:30 is good if we do 30 minutes, or do like 9 o'clock?
I think 8:30 is good.
8:30, I would say.
So, okay, so I'll put together a Facebook group for a live video. I'll put that together tonight. Then we can start inviting. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay, so 8:30. All right. Cool. So, a couple things for month end is just to text people, but then follow up with a phone call too, of anybody that you've given a sample to, or that you've talked to about Arbonne, anyone who's expressed interest, anyone you've sent a video to, whatever, anybody. Do a text, but then follow up with a phone call too, because then that just shows that whatever they mention to you is important. I remember us talking about the fact that you're having a hard time losing the baby weight, and just wanted to touch base with you. Did you ever get a chance to watch the video I sent you, or are you still thinking about, the information that I exchanged with you or whatever? Did you ever get a chance to try the samples? Like, I followed up with someone yesterday and he tried the samples and he's like, but I'm going to try them again today. And I was like, okay, cool. He liked the hand cream, he liked the lip balm, but he had just like barely tried the skincare. So anyway, it's just good to follow up, or a lot of people say, no, I haven't tried it. No, I haven't watched it. I haven't done anything. So it's like just keeping things moving.
I forgot to say, when I ordered my supplies, I also ordered the 40, the sample, the Try Me sample for the RE9.
Yeah.
And I'm actually giving that to Debbie when the gal's here.
Yeah.
For a week.
Perfect. I would maybe not a whole week, maybe like 4 days or something.
4 days?
Yeah.
Give her the, and I told her, I said, I just want to know if you could just do me a favor and use it and give me your feedback on it.
Perfect. I'd love to get your review. Sometimes if we give them too much time, they just don't even use it. If they have like a deadline, they're more inclined to do it.
So I should do, I haven't dropped it off yet because she got her other stuff, but should I do like 4 day?
Yeah.
4 day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's great. What I find, if I say 3 day, they don't even use it the first day. So if I say 4, they'll use it the next day and then have 3 days. Does that, that's just what I've found.
Yeah.
So, just have a reason to call. Another reason to get in touch with everybody you've given a sample to or talk to or whatever, mention Arbonne to, is to invite them to Thursday. And even if they can't be on live, they can watch the recording. Just as long as they can watch the recording a year from now, as long as they're in that group. We don't want them to wait a year, but that's what I mean. They can watch it anytime.
Oh, and I have 2 more people for the following Thursday when I'm doing the show thing again.
Good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Tammy, can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
The one thing that I make sure I always do, by at least like now, right before month end, is contacting all my PCs that have that 150 coupon. So does everybody know how to go and find where that information is? Yeah.
Well,
no?
I know Bev.
I'm still new.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Can you open it up on yours? Can you share your screen?
Well, Kath, I think the people that would apply to right now are familiar. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking, because month end, that's always a good thing to remember to do, is contact your PCs that have a coupon, because I'm telling you, I have been having people just go on themselves. Even if I just send them an email, they'll pop on and they'll put their own little 150 order in so that they can get their free thing.
So if you go to this little area, and this probably won't apply to you quite yet, Bev, and Amanda, but you would look for PC renewals and rewards, and then that's going to give you a list of people who have that free gift option.
But you have to hit that search button, and I think that throws people sometimes. You think it automatically will do it.
Oh, I have a bunch of no's. Here's a yes. And I know Amy checks these things, so. Oh, she's my person. She needs to know that.
Look at that. See that?
And she's under Christy. All right. Yeah, so yeah, there's a few. I mean, there's a huge list, but anyway, but that's where you go.
Yep.
To check all of that. And something else. Well, we'll come back to that just like. So another thing, as you're reaching out to people, just are you running PCs who have already ordered and stuff? Are you running low on products? I know you were interested in the clean eating group before, but just weren't quite ready. We have one beginning April 2nd. Is that something you'd want to hear more about, or you know what I mean? We're having an event Thursday night where you could hear more if you'd like. people who you've mentioned Arbonne to, but you haven't told the whole story to. You could send them a video, obviously invite them for Thursday. With the rewards that Kathy was saying, actually, if they choose the Genius pads as their free gift, if they do a 150 order, they're going to get 20% off of it, right? So that's $30 off. So that's going to cost them $120 for $150 worth of products. And then if they chose the Genius pads, that's $248 worth of product, and they pay $120.
Yep.
So spell it out, plus free shipping. I mean, it's a great deal. So if you have anybody with those rewards, that's a good way to kind of spell it out for them. And then, of course, you always want to ask for if they would be open to having a few friends over, doing a virtual party. There's that too. Or, oh, I just had another one, but now it left my head. Anyway, would you be open to having to hosting something? So we always just want to ask for those things. So that leads me to, Kathy Oakford and Amy already know this whole story, but so I wanted to just share a few things that are happening within our team. So at the beginning of the month, I ended up talking to Carol about my performance account. And so with Arbonne, I just want you to know this. So for example, as a district manager, once you promote to district manager, the monthly requirement for your whole team is to do $2,500 a month. Well, the first 2 months that you're a district manager, nothing counts against you. Like whatever volume you get after you promote just goes into this pretend bank account. It's called your performance account. And so say you promote May 1st, Bev, which I think you will. So May and June, whatever volume you do, it just goes into a pretend bank account. So say you do 1,800 let me just keep it an even number, 2,000 in May, and you do 3,000 in June. So now you have 5,000 of this pretend QV in your bank. So in July, you hit 1,800. So 700 comes out, you have 4,300 left in your pretend bank. In August, you do 2,600, so $100 goes back into the bank. Does that make sense? So it's just there as kind of a safety net, if you don't hit your numbers all the way, or.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Obviously, we want to keep growing and adding people to our team, and that's the way to keep those numbers from going down, down, down. Well, so as a regional vice president, our monthly requirement is 40,000 as a whole team, and we, when we promoted to regional vice president 3 years ago, which was March 31st, 2015, so almost exactly 3 years ago, we had a very different team. And so over the course of 3 years, we've just had a lot of people choose to do other things, and we've brought in a whole bunch of new faces and everything. What's happened though is for the last year, we've pretty much been right around 30,000 a month. So it's been subtracting from that pretend bank account. Long story short, we're pretty much at the end of that bank account. So it's sort of like a make or break moment for our team. And I had a long talk with Carol about it, and because we will, I think we'll be okay this month, but then we have to hit 40 next month to stay a region. And I think we will, because think about it, we have a $10,000 gap. We're about a $30,000 team right now. So we have that $10,000 gap, but guess what? We have Bev in qual for district. We have Sherry in qual for district. We have Lynn in qual for district. And we have, wait, there was one more, hold on. Oh, Sherry, who's under Wendy Burns, who's like on it. She's like, Tammy, I want this. I want to be a district manager the next 2 months. So I'm just like, okay, these are the 4 people that I'm working with. I hope Angela would want this too. So anyway, but think about that. That's 4 people who could be the 2,500, 2,520. That could be the 10,000 gap right there.
Right.
So that's what I mean. I'm not just waving a white flag and saying, oh, all is lost. We're right here. It's like, oh, it's so close. So I'm going to do everything I can this week. I'm going to get emotional now because it's just like we promoted to region 3 years ago on March 31st. It'll be over my dead body that we don't wake up on April 1st till a region because, you know, we worked hard for this. But it's also a great lesson that, you know what, the people that take you to one level might not be the same people that take you to the next level. And that's normal. And it's just part of the game, you know, of all of this. And I want people to be here who want to be here, of course. And, you know, so anyway, now you hear my heart. So there's no excuses. This is just honestly like a wake-up call from God to me to just show how bad I really want this. You know, not just for me, but I want everyone to have a white Mercedes and the freedom that this business has given me. You know what I mean? To have these choices. I want this for all of you. So I'm not gonna play small because that means I'm saying that you're not worth stepping up. You know what I mean? We're fighting for.
You helped out a lot when you came down here, and Amanda helped out a lot with my with people here too. Your tag team with Manny was really, really smart.
You guys are a power team. I tell you what, a power duo. Same with Kathy and Angela, man.
Yeah,
Mother-daughter team. It's a good thing.
Yeah. Because it just offsets everybody's personality that are here.
Mm-hmm. We are. If there's any, and you know what, we can find out, Bev, if there's other VPs in the area or other, you know, other people in the area doing meetings. Because again, it's really good to have that synergy to just, you know, instead of having 2 people over, you could have 6. All in a group, or 2 people presenting or whatever, you know, or 10 in a room.
Definitely.
So it's good to do things together and do events together. And I love connecting a team as a team just for that too. So
I haven't found anybody in Gainesville area. Jacksonville, yes, but not in the Gainesville area.
I can ask online because I'm sure there are team somewhere close by. I just don't know where.
Close by,
yeah, we'll figure it out. So I can ask in the VP group for you.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to be, okay, hold on. I wanted to share screen again and just show you. Because I think, you know, I went back and forth, round and round. Should I say anything? But we promoted as a team. It's like, we're going to do this as a team, you know? Well, because it'll just be sweeter when this all shakes out. So, yeah, so that's my performance account right there. Do you see that 99.17? So we need to do that plus more. Otherwise, yeah, we won't be a region. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So yeah, so that's where we are. And I'm grateful because I was honestly reading the numbers wrong. So I'm grateful to know. Carol pointed it out to me and I cried because I was like, holy cow, it's this month. Like, this is all, I thought we had a little more time, but it's okay.
So when you do it over in Arbonne, does it go back into the pot?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically we need, you know, about 10,000 more this month to stay a region, but then we would have to do 40 in April to stay a region. You know, does that make sense? So, and I think we can do it. We have people, like I said, in qual and reaching for things. We're doing a big event up here on Wednesday. We could do the online thing on Thursday. But yeah, I guess I just share that we definitely need to get our sponsoring up because that's been super low. When we were promoting to region, well, let's just look. Hold on a sec. I can show you the path. Hold on. So March of 2015. Whoops, that's February. March of 2015. I'm trying to. Yeah, we had 30 new for sponsoring. Yeah, so that would be good to get our sponsoring up. Even let's see, what was March 2016? I'm just trying to get a feel for our sponsoring. Yeah, our sponsoring was a lot higher.
Yes.
Back in those days, which we're gonna get it, you guys. I'm not like saying I'm just saying this is a wake-up call for me, for all of us. A year ago March, it was 19 and our numbers were down. So there you go. Those are all our marches, and this is where we're at. So I'm not done with this month. I'm just gonna work every day like it's Fool's Day, and and maybe we can do a countdown together of how much we need, or just because that's the thing. Volume's volume, but sponsoring, like volume is for 1 month, but sponsoring is tomorrow's business.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right, and I have 2, hopefully, that I can get.
Yeah.
Sponsoring is it the PC
Amy,
or consultant?
We need, Amy just typed, maybe we could do a booking blitz again. We need to do that because let me think here. No, I think it was 2 years ago. We had a huge March in April because we did that booking blitz, like a incentive, like for 8 parties or whatever. Do you remember that, Kathy?
Yes.
Yeah, we used to
remember we did something.
Well, maybe we'll just do, you know what, Amy, do you want to do that this week or next week? Do a booking blitz on Zoom. Because maybe we could do a couple, one during the day, one in the evening or whatever, and just make it a concentrated focus to reach out to people and book things. And then when we do it together on Zoom, we can do it this weekday is better for me personally. Okay. Okay, Amy, you plan it and we'll work with you on that. And we'll do another one after you.
What is it?
So it's like being on Zoom like this, but it's not like we're talking the whole time. We're actually just intentionally messaging people to ask them to host and to get something on the camera or one-on-one appointment or just kind of appointment. Add them to, an event that we're already doing. So it's just like you. If you had someone say, well, what about this? Or if they had an objection or whatever, you can like work through it. Like, okay, how do I respond? And then we're all here to help each other know how to.
Oh, like a team effort. Like a team effort. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. So
sometimes I'm a little slow at night, but that's okay.
I think, and that's how these team calls were born again, because I was talking to Kathy about all this. And Kathy said, Tammy, I think what's missing is we just need to connect again as a team and know each other and,
how many people are on the team?
That's a good question. A bunch.
Well, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think I messaged like 15 maybe today, somewhere around there. But yeah, maybe somewhere around there, who are genuinely interested in building a business. So yeah.
Maddie's meeting a whole bunch of people at the hospital.
What?
I said Amanda's meeting a whole bunch of people at the hospital.
Oh,
yay!
Amanda's tired. I'm so
tired.
I'm exhausted. This is not what I want to work for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And she's here to support you, Bev.
Yeah.
I know.
I am.
Your mama.
I know. I'm kind of on standby right now as far as the Arbonne business goes, but I am here supporting you all, and I'm going to try and invite people on Thursday for the web thing.
Yeah.
That's what, though, even if you're here weekly, it's like throughout the week, even if you're not doing anything, when someone says something to you, like just in your regular life, all of a sudden it'll be like, oh my God, so even if it's not like you're out there doing parties, it still might be 1 or 2 people a week that suddenly will just pop in because you're thinking it because you're here every week. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I do it myself. I don't let it go like a month and I never said the word Arbonne. You know, so
it helps too to see like how other people are putting it into their life, because you might be doing the exact same thing that someone else is doing with their spitting Arbonne out, and you're not, and you have the same like situation. So you may just not know a good way to use that situation to your advantage.
Like with Amy, and her appointment. Yes, start slipping Arbonne into your home visits.
My youngest daughter told me
I already have somebody wanting some other design work outside of Crate, so.
My youngest daughter, we went out to breakfast.
I'll take any money that does not come from Crate and Barrel.
She told me I needed to give the lady, because the lady was really nice and really bubbly. She said, "Mom, you need to give her your card. She can come work for you."
Yes.
So, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
We just, you know, that's the tension that I have, that I can't stop doing this business because, see, I'm emotional tonight. I'm just gonna cry on you, but I don't know that I'd be here without this business. You know what I mean? That someone offered me Arbonne in 2003 because I wanted their makeup. I didn't know anything about anything. I just wanted their makeup. And yeah, it got the plutonium out of my system. I mean, who knew that that's that's where it was leading? But I just feel like God orchestrated that, you know what I mean, on purpose. I believe that I was supposed to work at Huron Valley just to meet Kathy. Like, if anything else, that was the whole reason for me to be there, was to have this friendship and this, again, partnership. And because of Kathy, there's Amy, Bev, and Amanda here. I mean, and Kathy's the reason why I moved to Botsford. I mean, it's just so cool how this is all, you know, part of the plan. And so, anyway, I just feel like there's other people like you and I still out there going to bed crying, racking their brain. They're not thinking about skincare or protein shakes. They're thinking about, how am I going to make this all happen? How am I not going to lose my house this month? And you know what, you guys? We have something in our hand that changes people's lives. It's not like, you know, just a pat on the back to make people feel better for 1 second. It's something that truly transforms lives. And that's why I just can't sit on this. You know, we have something that's so impactful. And I don't know. I mean, it could start out as an eye cream, but then it could change, you know, their neighbor's life. Does that make sense? That's why it's just like so mind-blowing that all of these pieces are coming together behind the scenes. But that's just why I can't look away. I have to keep going because I know how much it's impacted my life, and I know there's other people crying for a way to take care of their families, you know, whether it be health or through financial, you know, fill in the gaps financially. So yes, I just wanted to impart that message with you, that there's people everywhere looking for what we have, and the only way they can know about it is by our word of mouth. You know, we don't have advertising on TV, thank goodness. That's actually a blessing, you know, but it's up to us to have the courage to say something like Amy said. Have you ever, you know, do you want to work 60 hours when you have your baby? Like, that courage. But I'm so proud of Amy for doing that, because that could change her life. I mean, how amazing.
I have a question. What is the difference with, I mean, I know Arbonne's complete, because I have a lot of people here that do Mary Kay. And that's, I mean, I always tell them, well, Arbonne is more than just a cosmetic. It's the skin line, it's nutrition line, and it's cosmetic. You know, because they question the Mary Kay line. And I'm not one to talk. I don't know the difference between Mary Kay and Arbonne. I know that it's God-based, you know, they do base it on a Christian setting, but I don't know the difference between the two.
So I always start with a compliment, like, oh my goodness, I love Mary Kay. Mary Kay as a company actually paved the way for Arbonne. How cool is it that they had a female CEO? And, you know, I just start with a compliment, like, that is awesome. You use Mary Kay. Wow, what a great company. And then I say, you know, Arbonne just has a different ingredient policy. And then, you know, if they're open to hearing more about that, I might share a little bit about mineral oil or vegan, you know, or that Arbonne's cruelty free. It's kind of like you position it to the points that you know would be important to them. But or just kind of explain it a little bit and then say, is that something that's important to you?
Okay.
You know, because you're trying to align on value. We are not out to put any company down.
Right. No, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to say it
I just say it has a different ingredient philosophy than
Thank you.
Yeah.
That works. That works.
Yeah. But we want to edify everybody out there. The deal is only 60 companies out of the thousands of companies that are out there for network marketing, 60 of them have lasted more than 10 years. So not many. Arbonne's at 38 years. And Mary Kay is longer than that. Mary Kay's been around even longer than Arbonne. So, you know, that's profound. That's amazing. They're doing something right, you know, to be around that long. They must have a great company culture as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I always say when I talk about the ingredients, like they just need to read the ingredients and ask questions.
Yeah, and just you want to find out if that's important to someone, or oh my goodness, as a nurse, I never heard that what you put on your skin absorbs into your bloodstream and affects your health even faster than food. Have you heard that? Like that was profound to me. Is that important to you? You know, and then you can go on and talk about mineral oil or whatever. So again, I would use those mission statements. Get really familiar with those mission statements and use those to connect with people's values.
Yes. Yeah, I was up last night reading all of those too.
Good. Awesome.
Crash course last night.
Cool. Well, I want to be respectful of time, but what's something that you're gonna step out of your comfort zone and do this week? I know I'm doing a lot of things out of my comfort zone right now because I'm on a mission, but what about you guys?
Well, I have a friend who had been, we've been texting about the 30 days course with all like the stuff going on. Arbonne kind of slipped to the wayside for a minute, but it's coming back because now I don't have to do everything at the house. But anyway, so she was a friend from high school and she wants to do the 30 days possibly. And she just was one of the, like, she's got like tons of, oh my God, I don't even know how many kids she has.
6.
She has 6 kids and she's my age. And they're like in a small place. So I know it's like hard for her to necessarily have time and money, but then I don't want to get into her wallet, you know, and I don't want to assume anything about her because, you know, she's working part-time at Panera right now, and I'm sure she'd love to be able to just be home with her kids and do what she wants to do when she wants to do it.
So what are you going to do? You're going to contact her for this week? Okay.
I'm going to contact her this week and invite her to the 30 days on Thursday.
Okay, so can I up the ante a little bit?
Yes, please.
So I know that she's like a childhood friend. So she's someone you have no problem talking to. So I'm going to ask you to talk to someone you're terrified to talk to as well. Like up the ante, like do that, but then who's someone, I don't know, that's been on your chicken list? Okay, you think about that.
Think about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know that I have a chicken list. I think just my entire list is my chicken list.
Okay. Okay. One. Start with the top.
Close your eyes and pick any, mini, miny, mo.
Well, I know my friend Linda at work too. She had agreed to sit with me for 30 minutes and hear about the business and all that stuff. And she's very much into like quality and all that sort of stuff. I just don't know her super well, so I think maybe she would be a good person too.
Okay. I'm happy to schedule something, or your mom was right there too.
Happening.
I love it. How would you get? Yes, so let's do that this week if we can, Angela. That'd be cool.
Okay.
All right.
And we are definitely going to invite people to Thursday.
Oh, what should we call it while we're on that? What should we call it?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you think if you have any ideas.
All right.
Okay.
But my chicken list thing is going to be when Amy does the booking blitz. As long as I'm not working, I'm going to participate. That's going to be scary as hell to be calling people in front of all you people and doing all that. So,
okay, that's good. That's why
I'll participate in the booking blitz as long as I'm not working at one of the times.
Woo, go, Amy. Look what you just started. Yes.
Me too.
Sweet. Nice.
Because I always avoid those like the plague.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
I'm going to do it. I might as well do it for you people.
Oh, we're doing these every week now. The things you find out. Okay. And Amy said, woohoo. What about you, Bev?
I'm gonna just, once we get that the healthy living set up for Thursday, I'm just gonna be like hitting a lot of people that I know. Like I said, I had a childhood friend. I haven't seen her in years. She lives in Michigan. She actually posted something on Facebook about hidden chemicals in food.
Perfect.
I mean, because I messaged her about that the 30-day quick chatting that you guys did last week. You invite. I invited people into that. So I just want to hit those people and hit them up for the Thursday. Cool. So like my sister, maybe my sister has time this Thursday to take a look at the business and about the healthy living.
Sweet. Great. I can do Thursday. I don't know yet about Friday, but Thursday I could be on. The other thing, I don't know if you guys saw, I know Kathy saw because she posted that video from Sue Cassidy. Like a 5 or 6 minute video sharing about why Arbonne made sense for her. And so that might be something that you want to think about doing too. And you could use some of those mission statements, to create your, why Arbonne makes sense to you. Why.
I love how she said that her first paycheck was $8 where she paid herself back on buying healthy products.
And you know what? She's the wealthy person before Arbonne, so the fact that an $8 check made sense to her. I got paid for taking a shower. Sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool. That caught her attention. So don't let any, don't make a judgment for anybody else.
Well, and I think there's so much more to her story too that she doesn't tell you about. Yeah. So it just brings my heart happiness seeing her.
Well, and that's the thing. You can make an impact without saying everything. That's a lesson for me. You can have brevity, but also make an impact. So with a video like that, I might put that on the table. That's something that we could do too this week to, again, draw people that we may not even know are thinking about this or needing it. It's like we're putting it out there and letting God figure out who needs to hear it.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes I know at least I do, I ask the same 45 people over and over, and it's like, okay, sometimes I need to do something different. I'm not not getting a lot out of that.
The 30 days, it seems like people target it for example, for overweight type of people. But my friend Michelle, she's quite thin, but she has a lot of headaches, neurological stuff going on. So when you had mentioned the detoxing affects even people who, it probably affects people who are a little bit thinner because the chemicals are sitting right next to their organs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Good point, Bev. This is awesome.
So it's not just overweight people; it's the other people as well too.
And what's sad about those people is they were never overweight, so they never really watched their food.
Right. So
because they never had a need to.
Sluggishness, feeling blah, and that's what I was writing this morning when I got up. It was like we're living in our Western lives here. We're so busy, we presume, since this is USA, that feeling sickness or blah is normal occurrence, which isn't true. In this country, we assume that we are so advanced in technology that that what we're eating is healthy.
We're exempt from any consequences.
Yes. See, yeah, exempt from the consequences.
Well,
cause and effect. Yep.
Just to layer on that, again, I went to a funeral in January, which was one of the hardest funerals I've ever been to, of a girl in her 40s who was a triathlete, Iron woman, and she did eat whatever she wanted, which was mostly candy bars and Cheez-Its and whatever. She's definitely a sugaraholic. She came to a healthy happy hour. She said it was a bunch of baloney, that it doesn't matter what you eat, just as long as you exercise. And she got buried in the casket with her Ironman shirt on and trophy and medal, surrounded by candy bars. They put candy bars in her casket because that was her personality. And I just thought, I cried so hard at that funeral, not only for the loss of a person at such a young age, but just for the absurdity. Like, people weren't getting that there was any correlation between her diet and what had happened to her. She died of liver cancer.
Yeah. It's like bringing the light to an area that's not spoken about, but it exists.
Yep, and she was super thin. She looked like a fitness model. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it's so true. Exactly what you just said, Bev. And people need to know that. That would be a great thing to just bring up.
Yeah, it's not just about overweight people, because everybody's like focusing on that. But no, it's also about the people that, if you have chemicals all built up inside of you,
because that's the whole reason people lose weight and then rebound it back, because they've never gotten rid of the toxin. So you can do that your whole life, or you can detox and just have a balanced life and peace of mind.
Got it.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys. I don't want to keep you too long, but boy, this was my heart tonight. So thank you for being here. And I love you. And this isn't anything like, oh, you haven't been doing enough. That's not the plea at all. It's, I'm so grateful. I'm bursting. And just a wake up call, like, holy cow, okay. I can't next month this one, we gotta just make it count. I told Scott tonight that no matter what, I want to lay down on my pillow March 31st and know that I gave it my best. So that's it. That's all I can ask of anybody. Oh, and Amy's saying 2 on Thursday. What do you think of that? 2 p.m. Thursday for a booking blitz?
Oh, I think I can.
Okay.
I'll be at work.
She'll be at work.
But that's okay.
I'll be at work.
I'll be on, and maybe we can grab a few others. And then we'll do another like in an evening too, okay?
Yeah, because that all done do anything on day.
We'll just start doing them regularly. Maybe one week will be day, the next week will be evening or something like that.
Yeah.
That would work.
All right, okay, let's do that. Then we do another time too. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, I love you so much, and I know I see a nation in our team. We have the most amazing people, and again, I could just cry over that too, because we have an amazing team of dynamic, smart, influential people that are difference makers and are going to change the world. So that's what I see. I don't know why the numbers aren't matching what I see right now, but I know they will. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Good night.
Good night. Night.